on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 21 rematch. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
The only thing bigger than this guy's arm strength might be his personality, Mike. I mean, think back. How many times has this guy gone viral on the field over the last couple seasons? Unfortunately for him, stuff like that tends to downplay just how talented of a passer he really is. Consistency, or lack thereof, that's what's been holding him back. If he's able to put it together for 4 quarters, his team has a legitimate chance to leave here today with a win.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Second down, Nix. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will have a Broncos first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On first down, right back to Williams.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Here comes the jet sweep. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Nix. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, here's Tracy. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll go again with Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. On the give, it's Williams. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. A 2nd down throw for Locke. Open man is Robinson. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown Giants. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And Nix with the wise move there at the end Sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing. Nix. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A gain there of 15. First down, Broncos.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Play action now. It's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays. And that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's a run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. One more time for Williams. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the give, it's Tracy. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's locked. He's got his man. That's Slayton. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll run with Tracy, and he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long. The run here with Devin Singletary. Inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action with Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Tracy. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They go play action. It's Locke. Connects with his big tight end, Manhertz. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
A tight end in motion now. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back first downs. Throwing is Nix. And that'll be batted down and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, it's Nix. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Giants' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Locke. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Locke to throw on 1st down. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Locke out of the shotgun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. To throw is Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike.